what do you think God is preparing you for in the next season? Like that question.
In the next season only.
Preparing you for in the next season. Yeah, next season. I guess.
Well, I think in the next season he's preparing me for greatness. I mean, he's been preparing me for that my whole life. But, I mean, we were all born with, I like to call it graceness, which is a term I made up, but I think it works. Because we really can't be great. We can't be good if it wasn't because of his grace. So the more we're graced, the more greatness we can experience. So, yeah, for graceness maybe. Because I see his grace growing by the day, and I think the next season will be as graceful as hard. Because the harder it gets, the more you need his grace. So I think as the situation continues to advance and become harder and harder, his hand of grace will be with me more and more and more in every step of the way. And I'm aware that things are going to get maybe a little bit difficult in every area. Not because of anything particular, but just because I need to travel that journey to get to where tomorrow I'll be, not literally tomorrow obviously, but where tomorrow I'll be and things will be hard, and I would have needed the training that I'm having now to do what I'm going to be able to do. What he's going to enable me anyway. So yeah, I think that's what he's preparing me for. What has one of your hardest challenges been during college?
Oh, good question.
Right.
I think honestly, one hardest challenge. I think it's been being myself, to be honest with you. I think I've been afraid, or like, I guess maybe a bit insecure of just being who I am, or just what are people going to think if I'm this way, or like what if I'm this way and people are like, oh, this girl's weird, or she's too much, or I don't know, X, Y, Z. So I think in turn it's been difficult because I don't know, I guess I find it difficult to make like deep or like profound relationships, you know, like where you know a lot of people, you're like, hey, but you know, it's kind of very surfacey, and it's, you know, I just kind of want something deeper. So, but I think it's been my fault because I've just been too afraid, and I think it comes down to the fact that I recently said out loud and discovered that I am afraid to fail. So where I would be so like, oh yeah, like I would love to have people over and I'd love to cook this or just hang out and all these things.
Yeah.
I don't do it because maybe I am afraid to plan it and it just fall through or nobody come, or like not do anything, and then I'm like, oh, like I failed. So I mean, that's just an example. So I think one of the biggest things has been having to realize like, change my position and how I view things, and not being afraid to fail when it comes to